issues, but also property issues. The registry plays a role here. Again, the European regulation reviews the appearance or the building of a digital registry for those credits. In Portugal also, we're building a platform for registry of the credit, which is really important to avoid double selling of the same credit, to know who has the ownership of that credit and is able to use one wants to buy the credit and cancel the credit, either for offsetting their own emissions or for climate action, which is also another important part, although not, I would say, with not so many incentives as the offsetting. All of these together have a lot of relevant issues from the legal side, depending pretty much on what is the framework and what is the geography that you're working on, and needs a very holistic view and a very intense dialogue between the local level, access to the space, methodologies approved and so on, and the global level because of the demand side, because if that does not occur, people will not be willing to buy the credits. So you need to have a combination of the local part and the local frameworks and regulations and the global regulations to make sure that what you buy will be recognized. We were talking about Paris Agreement, but Paris Agreement is based on national NDCs, so commitments that are voluntary at the state levels, and the states need to provide legislation to make those mandatory or not. To who? CSRD in the European perspective is a part. Right now under evaluation, at least the number of companies that will be obliged to report will be quite diminished. But another piece of legislation which is even more important for this is the CSDDD, Triple D, Due Diligence Directive, which turns a mandatory transition plan. So companies, biggest companies, need to explain how are they aligned with European goal, climate, European law, goal of 1.5 degrees and climate neutrality by 2050. That directive is right now again under evaluation. So let's see if this pressure from the demand side is going to happen. If we come to biodiversity, we don't have that pressure from the demand side, which I think makes the case much more difficult.
So you've outlined the different layers of legal certainty that comes into play and the reasons for why we need to take a holistic view when approaching something. So when it comes to developing nature-based solutions, what are some of the typical